With just a day to go for the vice presidential elections, the NDA is going all out to secure a victory for its candidate, Dr. C.P. Radhakrishnan, against the opposition's Sudarshan Reddy. The BJP has even organized a special workshop inside Parliament to fine-tune voting strategy and leave no room for any error. NDA allies are gathering their MPs in Delhi for this crucial meeting and the mock sessions that are taking place aimed at consolidating support for C.P. Radhakrishnan. Backed by a clear numbers advantage, the NDA, it is now focusing on one thing, keeping its flock united and disciplined for the polling day. So we're just 24 hours until the vice presidential elections. The NDA, it is intensifying its efforts to secure a victory for its candidate, Dr. C.P. Radhakrishnan, against the opposition's Sudarshan Reddy. The BJP, it is conducting a voting workshop in the parliament in order to strategize and ensure a smooth victory, leaving nothing to chance. NDA allies, they are rallying their MPs in Delhi, in the national capital, for key meetings and practice sessions in order to consolidate the support. Confident in their numerical strength, the NDA is focused on maintaining unity as well as discipline among its ranks. And my colleague Aishwarya Jain joins us to get us more on this. Aishwarya, the NDA clearly has a numerical advantage. They have the numerical strength, but the focus at this point of time is clearly going to be on maintaining unity and discipline among its ranks.
Well, that's right, and the NDA wants all its boxes ticked as far as the vice presidential poll is concerned, and therefore the reason perhaps since the candidate has been announced by the NDA, C.P. Radhakrishnan, the NDA top leaders have tried to reach out to every MP who are going to cast their vote in favor of Mr. Radhakrishnan, and therefore the reason perhaps now, just ahead of the vice presidential polls tomorrow, there is a training session which is underway in the parliament at some time from now. We will also witness Prime Minister speaking to different NDA MPs from across the length and breadth of the country, and it was a two-day long workshop that was also organized by the Bharatiya Janata Party MPs, training programs, and which was also organized this morning to the alliance partners of the Bharatiya Janata Party, specifically the JDU, TDP, JDS and the LJP, to which senior ministers from the Modi government took participation. They had given the information as to how to cast the votes for vice presidential polls, specifically to the first time MPs who are going to cast the votes for the very first time. Now remember, because this is not a usual elections, there cannot be whip that can be issued by any party, so there might be cross voting in these elections. There might be certain votes that could be that could be deleted, or the polling officer, if not voted correctly in front of the boxes that will be given to the MPs tomorrow, then there could be these votes that could be deleted as well. So NDA is not letting any stone unturned as far as their vice president pick is concerned. On the other side, the India bloc is also meeting at the Central Hall in the old Parliament, and the training has been given to the India bloc MPs as well. Now, very interestingly, because the BRS and the Biju Janata Dal, that is the BJD, had decided to abstain from its voting, the total number of voting stands at 770. That means any candidate who wants to win these elections have to surpass the halfway majority mark of 376. Clearly the numbers are stacked with the NDA candidate, but still the trainings have been given, and tomorrow it would be Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The sources have indicated to us that he would be the first voter to cast the vote for vice presidential polls, after which it would be the Punjab and Himachal Pradesh MPs, followed by the other MPs as well. Certainly it is Ram Mohan Naidu, Shrikant Shinde and Mr. Kiran Rijiju, who had been made the polling officer for the NDA as far as tomorrow's big vice presidential polls are concerned.
In fact, as Aishwarya is there mentioning that as far as the vice presidential elections is concerned, the Biju Janata Dal as well as the BRS, they are set to abstain from the vice presidential polls. The numbers are stacked in favor of the NDA at this point of time. I want to go back to Aishwarya. Aishwarya, has the Biju Janata Dal or the BRS given any formal explanation for abstaining?
Well, both the parties have their own reasons. If we talk about the BRS, then a senior leader from the BRS came out and stated that the union minister from the central government had reached out to the senior leadership of the BRS, and they asked that they do not want BRS in the favor of the NDA candidate. On the other side, the India bloc, which is majorly being led by the Congress party, the BRS have their own contentions as to how the Congress party in Telangana is treating the BRS workers over there, and therefore the reason perhaps they want to remain at a distance position from both the NDA and the India bloc, and the senior leadership of the BRS decided to remain abstain. As far as the Biju Janata Dal is concerned, the Biju Janata Dal has stated that Naveen Patnaik, after consultation with senior members of the BJD, they have decided to remain unequivalent towards the NDA and India bloc to serve better in terms of remaining distance with both the blocs, and should remain independent, and therefore the reason perhaps they do not want to support any of the candidate and they will be remaining absent. So therefore 7+4, that means 11 MPs from both BRS and BJD will remain abstain from tomorrow's vice presidential polls.
All right.